And there you go. We are now recording, and I want to welcome both teams that are here for the debate of healthy diet, or in this case, is going to be more precisely, should fast food be served in schools? There are two positions that will be defended. One is in favor that says yes, it should be served in schools, and one that says against, it should not be served in schools. Both schools should have their teams from 6th grade. Is everybody here from 6th grade?
Yes.
Very good. All right. So, let's give it a second, Interamericano. Your internet is cutting in and out, so your camera's cutting in and out. I don't know if you can clear any other cameras from the web.
¿Está visto la cámara? ¿Sí se ve bien Interamericano?
¿Sí nos escuchan Interamericano?
Yes, we hear.
A ver, un segundito. There you go. All right, so let's keep going. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain to you some of the basic rules of the debate, and I will tell you some of the proceedings, what you're going to be doing, how we're going to be grading you, and any other pointers that I can think of so you can do your best. Just before I go, Interamericano, sé que se les está cortando la cámara, pero ¿me pueden escuchar?
Sí.
Muy bien. Si por alguna razón me dejan de escuchar, por favor, abran el chat, maestra, y me lo manda por el chat o me hacen saber nada más que no me escucharon para poder regresar, porque es importante que escuchemos todas las reglas. ¿Ok? ¿Sí me escucharon Interamericano?
Sí.
Muy bien. Entonces,
Yes.
entonces seguimos. Let me open up my document here. Here we go. All right, first of all, let me present myself. My name is Mr. Raciel Cantú, and this time I am the moderator for this session all the way from Aguascalientes. As you see, all of us are from different places, but thanks to this kind of activities, we can all get together and have debates and, get to know each other. I have here I don't have a name for each one of your teams, so I will be referring to you as Colegio CEYCA and Colegio Interamericano San Isidro. And let me go ahead and read to you the objective of this debate. The objective of this debate or of this project is to strengthen the vocabulary and oral expression of the students, discover the relevancy in an investigation to obtain arguments, to improve the ability to find different perspectives to a problem, and to achieve better teamwork. Now, this is important because you will be graded in each one of these things. You will be graded in the way you are discovering or obtaining your arguments, in the way that you find different perspectives to a problem, and also the way you work as a team. All right? Let me remind you first some basic headliners before I go on to the actual rules of the debate. Let me remind you that debates are friendly encounters with an educative purpose and must retain a fair and healthy competition environment. There must be no intervention from any professor or person outside of the team. It is important that there is no contact at any point with the team, such as passing notes or saying something. The moderator can take 5 points away from the final grade if such thing happens, or if we see that it is recurring, we could even suspend the session and declare the other team as a winner. The team can only use a written introduction for the topic according to the position that was given, and only when quoting a source. I will tell you more about this later. The conclusion will be written by the teams at the end of the debate. Pre-written conclusions are not allowed since these must include relevant points from the debate. Good manners and respect are important towards the other team. Let's remember that we are learning to live together. Before I go on, I just want to keep checking Interamericano. You can hear me or can you not hear me? More or less. All right. Let me see. Is there any way you can turn off and then back on your camera to see if it works?
I'm gonna do it. A ver, hable. Ah.
There you go. All right, it's going. Let's see. All right, it's still struggling. We will try to see if we can fix this in a minute. If not, I'm going to be turning off my camera in a couple of minutes. Let's see if that works. All right? But it is important that you hear me through the following instructions. So, first of all, the debate is going to be organized into 3 stages. The first one is going to be the initial exposition. For this one, I will be giving you 3 minutes per team, and that is where you will expose your posture in the debate. And the idea is to show different perspectives and sources that support your position. This idea must be read, and this is what I was talking about a minute ago. Your initial exposition or your introduction, same thing, must be read. You must have already worked on this, and you should already have your introduction for either position, because you don't know what position you're going to get. I will tell you in a minute. But the first part must be read, okay? The first 3 minutes. After that, during the debate, you cannot read anything unless it is a source, okay? Unless it is something that you're quoting, unless it is something that you're going directly to. Besides that, if you read anything, we will be taking points away. All right, so then we go to the discussion. After each team says their introduction, we will go on to the discussion, which is the main part of the debate. You will have 20 minutes to say your argument and counter-argument. You may question the opposing posture and defend your own thought through dialogue. The teams make and answer questions and must follow the following rules. If you want to be able to speak, you can raise your hand and I will give you the word, or the other team will be able to give it to you, okay? You must be very clear and concise. You must listen to the other team and their ideas. You must respect the turns, and please do not interrupt. I will tell you a little bit more about this whenever we get to the discussion, but the best way to go about this, since I will have both microphones open, is to go in a very orderly fashion, which means, let's say I will give the first word to Colegio CEYCA, and they can say a question, or they can ask a question to Interamericano, and then Interamericano can answer it, and then they can ask a question, and that way we're not all talking at the same time. One team asks a question, the other one answers it, and then they ask a question, and then they answer it, and we just keep going back and forth for 20 minutes until all the arguments are out of the table. You obviously need to use the time when you answer to say any of your important sources, quotes, or anything that you need to say. All right? Let me remind you before we go on that in a discussion, we do want facts, and these are tips that I am giving you about how we're going to be grading this. Try not to use, in my opinion, I think, I heard, I saw. None of that matters. This is a debate, and we are not debating based on opinions or thoughts. We are debating based on actual facts and evidence, and everything that you say must be backed up by a source, okay? So make sure you use all your sources, tell me exactly where they're coming from, or at least tell the other team, and everything must be very, very factual, okay? After that, we will go on to the conclusion. The conclusion consists of, I will be giving you 4 minutes so you can write your conclusion. In those 4 minutes, you will get together as a team and you will start writing every single important point or relevant point that was said during the debate. And you must write the conclusion on the spot. After that, I will give each team 2 minutes to expose their final conclusions. It is very important that your conclusion is written in the time that I give you. If I see that you are reading a conclusion that you wrote from before, which is very easy to tell, I will be taking points away. Because remember, a strong conclusion is one that considers all the facts of the debate, okay, or all the relevant points from the debate. Besides that, the only last rule that I want to give, and this is to everybody that is in the room, because actually there are extra students, there are teachers, please, 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 there is absolutely no contact with the people debating. If we hear anybody, if we see anybody, we will be very strict about this, and we will start taking points away. Because remember that we have to respect the other team. We are learning to live together, and the other team could think that you are cheating. That even includes the time whenever you will be writing your conclusion, even though you will be together as a team. If we hear the voice of any teacher or anybody, we could be taking points away. This includes clarifying what the other team said. Sometimes, let's say the other team says something, and your students didn't hear, so sometimes the teachers can be like, well, they said this, and you just repeat the words from the other team. I am sorry, but we cannot even do that, okay? If for some reason we are struggling to understand because maybe the connection is low or they're not speaking very clearly, then the students can keep repeating and repeating, saying, can you please say that again? Can you please say that again? Until they are cleared out. But remember, the conversation is among the students only, okay? So now that we have all the instructions out of the way, can we please, please, please just confirm me or just tell me, do you have any questions, anything you want to say before we start? Please do not stop yourself from asking a question if you are in a doubt. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
CEYCA? Very good. Interamericano?
Yeah, we have a question.
Yes?
Did you repeat the part that you said that if we read the conclusion or something like this, because we didn't hear well?
Yeah. Yeah, for the conclusion, I will be giving you 4 minutes, and you must write your conclusion in that time. That is because if in the conclusion you are reading something that was not written right there, I will be taking points away. That just means that you are not allowed to use a conclusion that you wrote from before. Okay, you must write a conclusion that includes all the relevant points from the debate. Is that clear?
Yes.
Excellent, very good. All right, so I have here that the first people that were connected were Colegio CEYCA. So CEYCA, you're going to be helping me with a little activity to show who is going to be defending what posture. So, or what position. Let me see here. All right, CEYCA, I have 2 pieces of paper. I have a blue one and I have a pink one. Which one do you choose, blue or pink?
Pink.
Pink, all right. So the pink says in favor. So you will be defending the position in favor. You will be saying that yes, fast food should be served in schools. And Interamericano, the blue one says against. So you will be defending that no, they should not be served in schools. All right, before we start, let me turn off my camera. As of now, you cannot see me anymore, but you will be hearing me. I will be telling you when your time will be starting, when it will be ending, and I will be telling you who's next and all the instructions, all right? I might be turning on my camera between the sections to try to clarify. The reason why I am turning off my camera is I am trying to see if Interamericano San Isidro's internet will work better if my camera is off. So Interamericano, is there any way you can restart your camera one more time? You can turn it off and on, and we'll see if we can see each other.
Okay.
All right, and we are seeing you now. Teachers, please tell anybody that is there that if they're using the internet, please get off of it. Let's try to clear. Clear the bandwidth. And you are off again. We are struggling a little bit with this internet. All right, let's try it one more time. There you go. Now I see that it's working now. Okay, let's try to keep it like that. Even if it cuts off, we will try to keep going as long as the audio is still going. Okay. So let's begin. The first people. Well, before I begin, Colegio CEYCA, are you okay with continuing with just audio from Interamericano San Isidro?
Yes.
All right. So we will keep going until if we see that it is impossible to communicate, we can totally stop it and reschedule it some other time. But for now, we're actually going to be starting with Colegio CEYCA. CEYCA, you will be having your 3 minutes to say your initial exposition. I will be muting Interamericano San Isidro's microphone just so you have just so you can be heard very clearly, and I will also be silencing my microphone. I wish you both the best luck, and the debate will start now. CEYCA, you have 3 minutes to say your initial exposition. Go ahead.
Fast foods have taken permanent residence in our lives. They are tasty, fast-food-free, and some of the best anytime snacks. The faster we can get to our food, the faster we can get onto the next task. The cons are constantly discussed, so let's take a closer look at them. You may actually change your mind about fast food. Pros of fast food. Fast food offers convenience. Cooking a meal requires one to make a trip to the supermarket to buy the ingredients for the dish. Then there is the added effort and time consumed in washing and peeling the vegetables. If you're busy running, skipping meals may seem like the thing to do, but the reality is not eating is far worse than eating fast food when you skip a meal. Your metabolism slows, and you can actually suffer a rebound effect, where you will eat more at the next go-round. Fast food can make grabbing a meal on the way quick and easy. Fast food is not just junk food. More fast food places offer healthy options. For example, you can opt for a salad. Go for bread products that are made from wheat bread. Opt for lean meat. If you could choose between the fried and boiled options, order the boiled preparation. Avoid ordering carbonic drinks when you are thirsty. Go for fruit juices, low-fat milk, diet soda. Is there anything better than plain water to quench your thirst? Regulations require that fast food places clearly displays calorie and fat content on the menus so you know at a glance what you are getting. This information can help you to make good food choices and you can make them quick. Ordering is easy. It's cheap. It tastes great. Fast food provides delicious meals so that everyone will keep on coming back.
All right, thank you so much. Let me finish writing my notes. All right, we have the first introduction. Now we're going to go on with Interamericano San Isidro. Can you please go ahead and give us your introduction? Your time starts now. Go ahead.
One month ago, scientists said that red meat are making cancer in people because it has a lot of chemical products. And the meat of McDonald's is made of bad things like the fat of the horses, and it's not of the cows or the pigs. It's only rice, I can say. About 1 year, a rat was in a hamburger. Of a person in McDonald's, in a head rat, and a hamburger. According to the first book, it's important to eat plenty of food,
from the fruit and vegetable category of the food chart. One major benefit of eating fruits and vegetables is all the vitamins they give you. For example, broccoli contains an enormous amount of vitamin D. Just one serving of broccoli contains 220% of the recommended daily low end of vitamin D. Okay.
So, finish with the introduction. Let me see here. All right. Let's go on to the next part of the debate. This part of the debate is going to be the discussion. And for the discussion, I think I will be asking Interamericano, is there any way you can just go ahead and cut off your camera altogether? If you cut off your camera, what's going to happen is it's not going to be trying to connect, and the audio is going to be clear the whole time. So as long as we have very clear audio, we can keep going with this. So let me remind you about the discussion. For the discussion, you will be having 20 uninterrupted minutes where you will be asking each other questions and answering the opponent's questions. For this part, it is very important that we are listening carefully, that sometimes we can struggle and we can be saying, I didn't understand, could you repeat it? But that's okay, that's part of doing this. And how it's going to work is I will be giving Colegio CEYCA the word again, and they will be asking the first question, and then Interamericano is going to be answering the question, and then Interamericano is going to ask a question to Colegio CEYCA. And we're going to keep going with that pattern, asking a question, answering, asking a question, answering. That way we can be talking back and forth for the next 20 minutes. Remember to use all your sources, tell us exactly where each one of your studies come from, and give us all the facts that you have up to now. For now, I'm going to give the word to Colegio CEYCA. I will be leaving both microphones open, so you can be talking among you. Colegio CEYCA, you may ask the first question. Go ahead.
What's healthier, eating fast food or skipping a meal?
Can you repeat it?
What's healthier, eating fast food or skipping a meal?
Sorry, can you repeat the story?
It's not good. Okay. What's healthier, eating fast food or skipping a meal?
Is skipping a meal?
Interamericano, if you are finished answering, you may now ask a question.
Why do you think that junk food is good? Junk food produces many diseases.
Can you repeat?
Why do you think that junk food is good? Junk food produces many diseases.
Can you repeat it?
Why do you think that junk food is good? Junk food produces many diseases.
Can you repeat?
Why do you think that junk food is good? Junk food produces many diseases.
We can hear.
All right, Interamericano. Is there any way you can get your microphone a little bit closer to the students so we can hear the question a little better? It does sound from very far away. Let me remind you that your position to defend is against that you should not serve fast food in restaurants. You can go ahead and try to ask the question one more time, Interamericano.
Okay. What do you say that junk food is good? Is junk food produces many diseases?
Hello?
Junk food isn't fast food. Many fast food is healthy. Because the salad has many nutrition and there aren't junk food.
Okay, Colegio CEYCA, you may now ask a question.
Why is fast food bad if I practice a sport? What? Why is fast food bad? Why is fast food bad if I practice a sport?
Fast food is that when you practice it, because when you practice before you need force and vegetables and fruits have nutrients that can help you to be with energy and healthy.
Why did you say that
Junk food
is good? Why did you say that junk food is bad if you can eat an apple or something nutrient instead of donuts and pizza and all junk food? It can take so much calories and it can make you fat. An apple is good. It has not so much calories and it's healthy.
We didn't say if that we didn't say if that food was junk food. We said it was fast food. It's not the same.
Junk food.
Can you repeat it?
That we said that the food you sell is not fast food. Is not fast food. Fast food is another type of food. It's not the same.
Yeah.
CEYCA, you can go ahead and ask a question.
Food and fast food is the same as junk food.
That is not the same. Junk food don't have nutritional value. Instead, fast food has many nutritional value if you eat correctly.
Why did you say that?
We don't hear you. Can you repeat it?
In school, in America, speaking of places because of the yes. Why do you say that you are in favor of that food in America is taking our places because of our eating habits? 60 million kids, 20% of the population are obese.
Can you repeat it?
Yes. Why do you say that you're in favor of that? If America is facing a crisis because of our eating habits, 60 million kids are obese.
But
Because they eat junk food, no fast food.
hello?
You say I think fast food.
She said fast food.
Yes, but all
My junk food.
yes, but no all fast food includes junk food. They include healthy food.
Yes, but I think that
Can you repeat it?
that fast food
No. Junk food produces obesity, not fast food. But it causes obesity if you eat it daily, not in sometimes, like eat the fast food created for you.
sorry, can you repeat it?
We don't hear you.
That fast food is to eat it in some times when you don't have time or something like that, not eating it daily. The people that eat it daily can have sickness like obesity.
Uh, uh, fast food is not only burgers, and you can eat a salad, and it's healthy.
Yes, this is what we are in favor. You are in against, not in favor. What happens if parents don't have enough time for preparing lunch?
why do you say that fast food is good, but it actually contains many oil and it's causing a lot of obesity in America, and Michelle Obama is trying to, if you eat much, you have the obesity and you can have many diseases in your body.
But eating when you have time and you go to a restaurant of fast food, it isn't good for your body.
Do you repeat it? Do you hear it?
That you don't have to eat fast food every day. Eat the fast food is made for when you don't have time. When you have time and go for a restaurant, it is bad for your body.
All right, let's go back to a question that was asked by Colegio CEYCA that was not answered. CEYCA, can you ask the question again?
What happens if parents don't have enough time for preparing lunch?
If parents do not have time to prepare lunch, eat fruit that you don't need to prepare. You only need to take it, so it's easier and you are eating healthy food. And they can sell fruits and vegetables in the school. It doesn't have to be necessarily fast food. Actually, there are places like sell it when make it in fast time. That's why healthy, and you don't have to prepare and wait for time.
And one more. The junk food, no fast food? No, junk food isn't fast food. It's producing. It can make you diabetic, or you can have cholesterol. It isn't fast food.
We say fast food.
That is junk food. The same is fast food, no junk food.
What?
That junk food isn't fast
Yes,
food.
but we don't say junk food. We said fast food.
Yes,
But we are talking about fast food, not about junk food.
fast.
We said fast food, not junk food.
Yes, but not all fast food makes diseases. Junk food is the food that makes the diseases. Remember that you are against, now in favor like fast food is the same. Fast food isn't the same that junk food.
Are there any more questions or comments from any team?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. Yes, yes. What do you say that? I have a comment. That according to Michelle Obama's speech, she said that fast food is the one that produces obesity. Well, I am from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Journal of the American Dietetic Association, Food and Drug Administration, and use them.
Fast food doesn't make you obese. It depends on the amount of fast food you eat daily, because fast food gives you all the calories that you need in a day. What's cheaper, buying fast food or buying the ingredients to prepare your own food?
But you can have a better health. Sorry?
We didn't hear you.
What's cheaper, buying fast food or buying the ingredients to prepare your own food?
Yes, but you don't very to eat healthy. Like I said, you only need to, you can eat fruit and vegetables in excess. You don't have to prepare them.
You don't answer my question.
Yes, that healthy food is Can you repeat again the question?
What's cheaper, buying fast food or buying the ingredients to prepare your own food?
Okay, so as fast food is cheaper, you can buy a fresh salad and it's healthy. You don't need to buy all the ingredients if they can make it to you and they sell it to you scratch. And actually it's a salad and it's healthy.
Alright, we're going to stop it right there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you further instructions because the time for the main debate is up. You have said your main points, your main forms of attack and defense for each one of your positions. And I got to give it to you. Both of you have presented very strong points, and I will tell you more about more feedback on what you've been saying at the end of the debate. For now, we are going to go on to the third part, which is going to be the conclusion. The conclusion, like I told you, is I will give you 4 minutes where you can get in as a team and you can write a final paragraph that you will have 2 minutes to read, talking about all the strong points in the debate, what the other team said, how they are wrong, and why you are correct. Okay, let me remind you one more time that this conclusion must be written in this moment. Okay, you cannot use a conclusion that was written from before. So both teams, please go ahead and get in your teams. Teachers, please let them do their work. I do not want to hear any voices. I will leave the microphones open, and your 4 minutes start now. Go ahead and write your conclusion. I am hearing some external voices. Let me just remind you one more time that teachers, please do not assist the students in anything, okay? Let's let them work. All right, students, you may go ahead and take your seats. Let's go ahead and go back to our seats because we will be presenting our conclusions at this point. Let me remind you that while the other person or the other team is presenting their conclusions, that is not extra time for you to be planning yours. If I see that you are talking or you are doing anything but listening, I could be taking points away from your grade, okay? So everybody should be finished with their paragraph. Let's go ahead and start this. I will give 2 minutes starting with Colegio CEYCA to read their final thoughts on this debate. Colegio CEYCA, can you go ahead and start your conclusion?
Fast food should be served in schools because it's cheap. Not all fast food is junk food. Many parts of it complete the necessary calories, and meanwhile you make exercise in recess, there is no problem. It contains all the healthy diet we need to grow healthy, so fast food should be served in schools because many fast food have healthy food.
All right, thank you so much. Now we're going to go on to the conclusion of Interamericano San Isidro. You have 2 minutes as of now to say your conclusion. Go ahead.
That would not be served in school because until 2013, studies published in JAMA, pediatrics show that children and adolescents take in more calories in fast food and other restaurants. The eating fast food added between 160 and 310 extra calories a day. Fast food should not be served in food because it's more healthier for your body to eat vegetables because generically fast food is the one that produces diseases like diabetes and heart attacks. It because fast food produces ingredients that can damage your health, as Michelle Obama said.
Fast food is cheap of their certain nutrients and they are no longer in their natural state. But healthy food has vitamins for activities and sport at school. The ingredients of fast food can cause obesity, birth defects, and organ failure. They also have chemical preservatives.
The ketchup.
All right. If we're finished with our conclusions, I will be going ahead and opening up my camera. There you go. Can everybody see me? Say yes, say no.
Yes.
Excellent. Very good. All right. So you both did an excellent job. Right now I'm going to give you some feedback for each team, some things you did correctly, some things you can still work on, and I will be announcing the winner of the debate. First of all, I'm going to start with Colegio CEYCA, since you have been first the whole time. Colegio CEYCA, some things in your favor. Your introduction was very strong, very strong. Something that I liked a lot about you is that you were bringing a lot of different arguments and perspectives into the table, which is exactly what we're looking in a debate. Looking at different ways that you can attack the same problem. In between those, I have, for example, the convenience of buying fast food, the argument that fast food is not necessarily junk food, things about regulations in restaurants or fast food restaurants where they have to display the calories, things like not having to eat it daily, and obviously cost efficiency. You are saying that fast food is a lot cheaper to buy. You had good introductions. Some things that I think you should work on that is a very critical part of a debate is I did not hear any sources from you. I did not hear the study from this book or from this date, from this person says this. And in the debate, we want facts and sources. And I did not get a single source from you that was strictly quoted and with the obvious correct references saying which study and what year. So my only recommendation to you is please, please, please bring sources, because without sources, you have a weak argument. Okay? Now we go to Interamericano San Isidro. Something about you that was very strong was I did hear sources from you. I heard your percentages about Mexico's obesity. I heard your study from Michelle Obama. I heard some things, even though sometimes, which I did not count those, you were saying scientists say that this, scientists say that. But the thing is, which scientist? We don't have any proof unless you bring a study. We cannot take that word. And that was actually part of your introduction. Therefore, your introduction was a little bit weak because it did not present your first argument. You started out with unassuming or incomplete facts. Besides that, you had some very good questions for Colegio CEYCA. They were very well structured, even though some of your answers were a little bit on the flimsy side. They were a little bit on the weaker part. They were not answering directly to the problem. You were just answering a simple yes or no, where you could bring some more explanation to the table. Adding all that up, I do have your final scores, and I will be telling you your final score and the winner of this debate. So, Colegio CEYCA, after adding up all your scores, including teamwork, your answers, if you were contradicting yourself, all those things that are graded, that you should already know what is being graded, you have a total of 17 points, okay? Interamericano San Isidro, after grading you and after seeing all your arguments and the way you structure them, you have a total of 12 points. Therefore, the winners of this debate is our Colegio CEYCA. Excellent job, you guys. You both did a very good job, but Colegio CEYCA, at this point, I think brought the best arguments to the debate. Thank you very much all for participating. You did an excellent job. And I will be leaving, but I will leave you the microphones open so you can congratulate each other. Okay? Thank you, everybody, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your attention.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.